Mineral nutrition. Here we will be discussing the various macro and micronutrients required by the plants and their deficiency symptoms. Mineral nutrition, carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. These are all macronutrients. Hydrogen and oxygen are obtained from water and carbon dioxide from the air. All the three are components of protoplasm, and most of the other organic compounds, they are made up of these macronutrients. And this is the deficiency of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen in the citrus fruit. Nitrogen. You know that the main source of nitrogen are nitrates of calcium and potassium. Certain bacteria like rhizobium in certain high plants, that is the leguminous plants, they are capable of fixing atmospheric nitrogen. Nitrogen, as you know, is an essential constituent of nucleic acid, and this nucleic acid consists of nitrogenous base like purine and pyrimidine, proteins and protoplasm, and in addition to that, all enzymes are proteins or their derivatives. Nitrogen starvation causes poor root development and stunted growth due to poor protein synthesis. It reduces flowering and seed formation. And here you can see the deficiency of nitrogen resulting in poor protein synthesis and stunted growth of the plant. Sulfur. Sulfur is absorbed as sulfate. It is essential for the formation of certain vitamins like biotin, thiamine, and sulfur-bearing amino acids like cysteine and methionine. Sulfur deficiency results in general chlorosis. It appears first in the younger leaves, and this is followed by the anthocyanin pigmentation in the leaf. This is the plant showing deficiency of sulfur. Phosphorus, absorbed as phosphate. It is more abundant in growing and storage organ. It is an essential constituent of DNA and RNA and nucleoprotein. As you know that the two nucleotides are joined by a phosphodiester bond. Energy carrier and forms a part of ATP, ADP and NADP. It favors healthy root growth. It promotes fruit ripening and also helps in respiration. Phosphorus deficiency hinders in cambial activity and inhibits the reduction of nitrates so that protein synthesis is affected. Its deficiency also promotes leaf fall and delay in the flowering. This is the symptom you can see in this plant, the deficiency of phosphorus. Calcium. You know, it is required in very large quantities. It is obtained from the soil in the form of its nitrate and sulfate. Part of middle lamella, that is which is made up of calcium pectate, essential for cell membranes and lipid structure. Causes abnormalities of chromosome. It plays an important role in the nitrogen metabolism by participating in the reduction of nitrates. It also controls cell permeability and activity of some enzymes like amylase. And here you can see the chlorosis in the leaves. Potassium, absorbed in the form of its nitrate and chloride. Foliage leaves are the first to suffer from its deficiency. Its deficiency shows decrease in protein synthesis, failure of cells to divide, and poor development of mechanical tissue in stem. It also plays a role in opening and closing of the stomata and also required for the reduction of nitrates. You know that this is the most acceptable theory, that accumulation of potassium ions in the guard cells leading to the opening of the stomata. And you can see the oranges above are normal and the lower ones showing the potassium deficiency. Magnesium is a constituent of chlorophyll. Magnesium is the important binding agent in the microsomal particles when protein synthesis takes place and is also part of many enzymes of respiration. It plays a crucial role in the synthesis of nucleoproteins. Magnesium deficiency leads to interveinal chlorosis. First affected are the older leaves and then it appears in the younger leaves. You can see the older leaves are affected first and the younger ones afterwards. Iron. It is absorbed in the ferric state but metabolically active in ferrous state. It plays an important role in the electron transport system in photosynthesis and respiration and essential for chlorophyll synthesis. Iron is a component of flavoproteins which are essential for biological oxidation. It is also a component of ferroxin and cytochrome. You know these are the electron carriers in the ETS of photosynthesis and respiration and part of some respiratory enzymes. Its deficiency leads to chlorosis and the maximum effect can be seen in the younger leaves. You can see the chlorosis appearing in the younger leaves due to iron deficiency. Boron, absorbed by plants as borate. Boron is essential for the translocation of carbohydrate. It helps in the formation of root nodules in leguminous plants. Its deficiency causes death of shoot and root tip. Leaves develop thick coppery texture and some of the characteristic deficiency symptoms are heart rot of sugar beet, water core of turnip and browning of cauliflower. And here you can see manganese. It's a micronutrient taken by plant as oxide. Functions as an activator of several enzymes of the Krebs cycle, say for example malic dehydrogenase, oxalosuccinic dehydrogenase, nitrate reductase, and hydroxylamine reductase. Required in the photolysis of water. It is also essential for the synthesis of chlorophyll and indole acetic acid, that is IAA. Its deficiency causes marsh spot of garden pea, grey speck disease of oats, and speckled yellow of sugar beet. Now you can see chlorosis and necrosis in cabbage due to its deficiency and grey speck disease of the oat. Zinc. Zinc is essential for the synthesis of tryptophan, which of course is the precursor of indole acetic acid, that is IAA. It helps in the metabolism as an activator of several enzymes and its deficiency causes Khera disease of rice. You can see the Khera disease of rice. Copper. It is absorbed as a divalent cupric and monovalent cuprous ion. It mainly exists in the cupric form. Copper is a component of plastocyanine and as you know, plastocyanine is associated with the photosystem 1 of the photosynthesis and it plays an important role in the electron transport system in photosynthesis. It also functions as an activator of several enzymes, say for synthesis of ascorbic acid, that is vitamin C. Its deficiency causes dieback disease of citrus and reclamation disease of oats. This is the reclamation disease of the oats. Molybdenum, again a micronutrient, required for nodulation in leguminous plant, that is in the formation of root nodules, and for reduction of nitrates to nitrites, nitrogen fixation, and for protein synthesis. Its deficiency causes whiptail of cauliflower, and this is a plant showing the whiptail of cauliflower. Plays an important role in the photosynthesis, especially in the light reaction, and that is during the light reaction, it plays an important role in splitting of water during photosynthesis.